What's up YouTube, this is Dragon, and this is another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. So, let's get to the battle at hand. Well, for this team, I'm going to say that the Pokemon that I fear the most is going to be, maybe the Zapdos. Because the Zapdos can really just, zap away my whole team. But, it's kind of like a wishy-washy fear because I just hope that it's the type that, does not have the heat wave, because if the heat wave is going to be on my Amoonguss, here we go, this is going to show whether or not our opponent has the heat wave. So let's go for the spore. Now if my opponent decides to switch immediately, I'm still not worried because then I can just sludge bomb the Leaf Storm Brigadier General. Alright, so now I'm going to go for the spore, and that should do a lot to my opponent, and that's an immediate withdrawal, which suggests that, let's see. Okay, so it suggests that this is the Pokemon my opponent. Alright, that's cool. So, you want to play that game, that's fine. I am now going to use Toxic because, or you know what, I should just go for the Sludge Bomb right here. Why should I play that game, Let me see, Pokemon, yeah. I'm gonna go for the Sludge Bomb. Alright, so let's go. Leaf Storm. See? Yeah. Why am I even playing this game? I already know that the Hidden Power Fire is coming up soon. So I'm gonna go for the Sludge Bomb. And also, this is a good notation. There we go. Not bad. That's the 2-hit KO. This is a good notation that my opponent does not have the Heat Wave, because if my opponent had the Heat Wave, then she or he would have used it. So I'm gonna go for the Sludge Bomb now, and it's going to be a Glare. Ooh, that's disgusting. That's really disgusting. Hopefully, come on. You can fight through it. That's what I'm talking about. Ugh, threat down. All right, let's go. He was straight down, and I was about to go for the Toxic. Guys, why was I gonna go for the Toxic? Can you explain that to me, guys? I don't know what was wrong with me, but I was kind of predicting, okay, maybe he might put up screens or something like that. Fine, whatever. But seeing that this is the next Pokemon to come out, you already know who I'm most likely going to switch into, and that is going to be the Rotom, because this Pokemon cannot do anything at all to Rotom. Nothing at all whatsoever. So that's gonna be a will-o-wisp. I'm not worried. Oh wow, you predicted that. Not bad. But anyway, that's gonna be a will-o-wisp, and that's not gonna do anything. So let's see, my opponent's that's right, I can go for the Thunderbolt from here, and the Thunderbolt would do pretty much decent amounts of damage no matter what the situation. So also, it won't paralyze my opponent if he decides to switch, because it's also an electric type, and then it might have Roost and all this other stuff, and I would rather Toxic this Pokemon. I would much rather Toxic. Alright, so that Thunderbolt does a minuscule amount of damage. Looks like it's the leftover set. Alright, so that's not, I guess, that big of a deal. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go into my Amoonguss right now, and have my Rotom come back, cause I have to keep in the back of my mind, I don't want my whatchamacallit taking too much down. Oh, that's the Heat Wave. Okay. Oh, so my opponent does have the Heat Wave. Okay. So should I go for Spore or should I not? I should definitely go for Spore. Spore is much better play given the situation. And let's see. Yes, I'm gonna go for the Spore. My opponent might actually try to go for the Heat Wave again because, why not? But I'm gonna go for the Spore, hopefully. Okay, cool. That's cool. If I can hit this Spore, that'll be grand. All right. Alright, so let's see. I'm either gonna have to switch or not. I got an idea. I have an idea. I'm going to switch into my Rotom. Alright, so let's do that. gonna switch to my Rotom, and I know my opponent is definitely gonna go back into his next Pokemon. So okay, he goes to the Brave Bird. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So yes, he's gonna go for the Brave Bird, and now he is obviously going to switch because, like, why would he not switch given the situation? Obviously, my opponent is going to switch. Okay. So with that, I have a new Pokemon that I'm going to show you guys. And introducing, let's see, let me first predict my opponent to switch. And yes, my opponent switched. There we go. So, no, of course, he's going to go into the, into this Pokemon right here. And introducing our new Pokemon, it is Gengar. Yes, Gengar is finally a Pokemon on our roster, and we are going to do some amazing damage with this Pokemon. Timid, max special attack, max speed. Let's see how far we can go. Alright, so now I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb. The Sludge Bomb will obviously, you know, be the best play. It'll do the most damage. And voila! And that's a discharge. Ooh, I hope that discharge does not paralyze me. And no, it did not. So let's see. My opponent is definitely going to go for the discharge again. But I certainly have a surprise for my opponent. Alright. So with that, we are going to go for the Destiny Bond. Yes, it's a classic move by Gengar. And it will... Ah, you son of a kitten. Well, you know what? We can play that game all we want. Because I know what most likely is going to happen. My opponent might actually switch. Because my opponent doesn't want to... Yeah, my opponent's probably going to switch. So, I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb. Actually, I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball, just in case. So, yes. And there we go. See? My opponent switched. Alright. And, of course, he's going to switch into this Pokemon. So, I predicted that. And, boom, 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 boom. That's a lot of damage on that Pokemon. And let's see. One or two things. Obviously, he might go for the Brave Bird. So, you know, I don't want that to happen. I might actually go into my Amoonguss. Because my Amoonguss will be able to take whatever, you know, this bird decides to dish out. Let me think, though. Let me think. As long as this Pokemon dies, that's really all that matters. Because then I... Wait a minute. Let me think. Let me think. I have to think rationally right now. Calm down. It's okay. So, I'm going to go... Actually, I'm going to go into the Rotom. I'm going to go into my Rotom. Yes. I'm going to go into my Rotom. Because I know he's probably going to use the Brave Bird at this point, at this juncture. And, okay, he goes to the Brave Bird. But now, I can resto chesto myself. And not have much to worry about anyway. So, that does nothing. Ah, that's a critical hit. Okay. I was a little worried there. Alright. Hopefully... Ah, man. That crit, man. That crit is just disgusting. So he might go for it, another Brave Bird again. Hopefully it does minimum damage. Oh, he goes for the Roost. That's cool. That is cool with me, man. That's cool. Alright. So Resto Chesto. Not worried about that at all. Alright. So he's, of course, definitely not choice. Seeing that he just healed himself back up to... health, but healed himself up again. So alright, we're back into the mix. So let's see. My opponent might go for the Will-O-Wisp now, because that would be like the most sensible thing to... Actually, that wouldn't make any sense at all. My opponent knows that I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. So let's see. I might switch into... My opponent is going to switch. My opponent is definitely going to switch. So I'm going to go into the Amoonguss. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so my opponent decided to stay in, which is kind of odd. Maybe he might go for the Will-O-Wisp. Okay, yeah. Why would my opponent do that? I don't understand that. That's crazy. That's insane to me. I don't get that. It makes no sense. So with that, I'm obviously going to go back into my Rotom. Because, you know, I don't want to face that wrath. Alright, I should have just stayed in and Hydro Pumped and ended this Pokemon's life. Or Thunderbolted, whatever. Alright, Brave Bird. Alright. I'm kind of upset now because now I could have just killed this Pokemon right then and there. But you know what? Stay in. I want you to stay in and try to do whatever it is that you want to try to do to me. Alright? I'm going to Hydro Pump. Let's go. Stay in. Go ahead. Will-O-Wisp me. Alright. Of course you're going to switch back. You son of a kitten. Ah! Man, that's annoying. Now I'm going to go. Hopefully this Hydro Pump hits. And, missed the freaking Hydro Pump. Oh, boy. Alright. So now I'm going to go into my Amoonguss. He's probably going to predict me to go into my Amoonguss now for obvious reasons. And as long as I could just spore. Okay, it goes for the discharge. Alright. As long as I can spore any one of his Pokemon, then I'm pretty much more or less in the clear. Because the heck, I could even send out my Gengar after the spore and all that. So there's a spore right here. And will my opponent switch or not? Okay, my opponent decides to switch. If I can get a spore right now, that would be grand. Alright, so let's see. Can I live a Brave Bird from this Pokemon? Let me think about that. Can Amoonguss live one Brave Bird? Just one Brave Bird. It's Amoonguss, by the way. I gotta think about that. This is just Amoonguss. Amoonguss can live a Brave Bird. I'm gonna go for the spore. Because I believe in you, Amoonguss. You can do it. Ah! Got him! Haha! Got him! Got him! Ah, what you doing? Ah, you gotta be kidding me! Why won't it end? It won't end! Oh my god! Why? Ah, jeez, man. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, so you know what? Again, I believe in you, Amoonguss. I believe in you. Come on, go for the Will-O-Wisp again. I know you're gonna go for the... Ah! Ah! Got him! Got him again! Ah! What you doing? What are you doing? Oh, man. Feel like a sheaf right now. What you doing? Ah! Let's go, baby. Let's go. Alright, so now I am going to go. My opponent is definitely going to switch now. So I'm going to go for the Toxic. Ah! Match was forfeited. Yo! I wouldn't be upset, but that's two predictions right there. I predicted my opponent twice. That wasn't... but you know what? Actually, I'm not going to say that it was really a prediction. That was kind of just me believing in my Pokemon. And then at the same time, my opponent did what I felt was the best possible situation for me. It's kind of a mixture between a prediction and me just wanting to stay in anyway. And I'm glad that I stayed in. Made a really good choice. Baby. That's what I'm talking about. Good battles and good times. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed these battles, and as you know, there will be many more battles like these in the future. Well, see you later.